There was nothing big.
No.
But it just wasn't right anymore.
Yeah. You have to do everything.
I have to put the bins out.
Yeah.
They would prefer being in one place for a longer period of time.
Because it's a bit of a like, oh, gotta go
I've
back.
Got to move my Xbox.
Yeah, well, yeah.
For me, I'd never been on a date in my entire life.
Oh, of course. You were 14.
14.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
So,
that was quite exciting.
It's very exciting because I think it was almost like a bit, not an experiment, that sounds wrong, but just something I've never done.
Yeah.
As a single mum, you need that time to fill up your cup, and then you can pour that into the kids when they're there.
How do I not know how to stop a leak or where the tap is that I need to turn this bloody leak off? We've got a journey to come on with you there.
Yeah.
So, Becky, welcome to Mum's the Word.
Thank you for having me.
I've taken your studio virginity, haven't I?
You have taken my studio virginity. It all looks lots of lights, very professional. I love it.
Thank you. There's your camera. Here's my camera. So, Becky, for anyone that doesn't know you and who you are, just tell us a little brief overview.
So I have been creating content online probably 7 years now, actually. And that started as home interiors, renovating what was the family home.
Yes.
So just sharing that process. And over time, things have evolved. I've shared more of my life. I'm a mum to 3 boys, 2 of which are taller than me, which I cannot believe.
And how old are your boys?
They are 7, 11 and 14.
Wow.
The 14 is 6 foot tall. It just blows my mind.
I just can't imagine, because I've got one little boy, Cooper, who's 7. I just can't imagine a day that he's going to be taller than me and I can't pick him up.
You just feel like they're going to be that little and that size forever.
Do you ever think sometimes, like, they go to bed and they wake up in the morning and you're like, who are you?
You've grown.
Why are you woken up a teenager? I don't understand.
I know. It is really crazy because they are that little boy for so many years. Oh, yeah. And then all of a sudden they just walk into the kitchen and they're like the size of a man, and they come and give you a hug and you think, oh my gosh.
So my last guest, Michelle, we were just talking about little boys and how much they love their mummies.
Yeah.
Now, your eldest, is he still a cuddler?
Yeah.
Great. This is music.
He'll probably hate that I've just revealed that.
Yeah, exactly.
With all of his friends. But yeah, no, he is. I think it is boys. They just have that
thing with their
They're
mums.
very affectionate, aren't they?
Yeah.
And yeah, it doesn't go away. And actually, when you get those hugs from your teenage boy, it's like the most precious hug in the world.
Yeah.
Because they're not as often.
No.
But they mean so much.
Because that's it. There comes a point where they stop holding your hand and they stop sitting on your knee.
Yeah.
And I mean, I never stopped sitting on my dad's knee, but then I'm a girl. It's maybe a little bit different. I don't think we'd have a 6 foot boy sat on your knee. It'd suffocate you.
Yeah.
I had a lovely scroll through your page.
Oh.
Our interior aesthetics are very similar.
I love my interiors.
Oh,
I just love.
If you need any tips on interiors, you must go and follow this. What is it? Inside number 5. Inside. I was going to say number 5. Number 5. Inside number 5. It's fabulous, and some of the interiors are just, all of the interiors, in fact, are just stunning. Now, question.
Yeah.
Have you always been into DIY? Or is this something you have taught yourself?
I've taught myself, but I've always enjoyed it. So I hadn't said I've just got divorced.
Right, so you were married.
I was married.
So Becky was married for
10 years, together for 20 since I was 14.
Right, so childhood sweethearts.
Yeah.
Did you go to school together?
No, but we were sort of in the same circles.
Okay, and for one reason or another, this has come to an end.
Yes.
And it was your decision, am I right?
My decision,
yeah.
And the hardest decision I've ever made.
How long do you think it took you to kind of come to that conclusion of this is it?
I think you can have feelings and thoughts subconsciously for a long time. And then there's a point that you admit to yourself and you start to have conversations with people that you're close to.
Yeah.
You start to have conversations with your partner. And I would say I had to know before I made that decision that I'd tried everything to make it work, because you get married, you have children, you think that's going to be your life forever. And there was no big disaster, there was no infidelity, there was nothing big.
No.
But it just wasn't right anymore.
Yeah. I do feel sometimes when you meet so young, you're not the people you are when you get older. Not always, sometimes it works out really well and childhood sweethearts grow old and grey together. But I feel like sometimes when you've met that young, you either grow apart or you grow together, don't you?
Yeah, because we go through so many life stages, becoming a mom, just we're evolving all the time, and we're meant to. And that doesn't always happen at the same time or together.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of layers to it, but I felt like I gave it 12 months.
Right, okay.
Of a lot of therapy.
Yes.
A lot of conversations. And I felt like I almost just wanted someone to come and tell me, how do I know that this is the right decision? Because I was stuck at this crossroads, and I thought, if I step in that direction, my life's changed forever.
Yes.
And there's no going back. And I don't know what that other side looks like. But equally, I can't stay where I am.
Do you feel like, had you not have had 3 boys, if you were married but no children, do you think the decision would have been a lot easier and a lot quicker?
Definitely. Yeah. Because it's that I almost felt like I was throwing a hand grenade into my life. We'd renovated, so my previous house, that was our 4th house renovation.
Wow.
So it was something we did together when they were babies, and we'd built up to my dream home. We'd renovated it. I'd got it exactly how I wanted it. So I had the house, the regular holidays, the family unit, and I was married to my best friend, ultimately.
Yeah.
But
you had the security.
Everything was, it would have been easier to stay where I was.
Yeah.
But when you know something isn't right, and I'm very much like, we've got one life.
Yeah.
You can't, I felt like I would have just been living a lie had I have stayed. So that's what made it such a hard decision, because staying was comfortable. Yeah.
And easier in terms of kind of like the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, for the children. But
did the kids know that you weren't happy?
No.
So you kind of just, that was a separate thing to
the boys. I think had I have stayed another year, 2 years, I think they would have seen it all unravel.
Yeah.
And I didn't want that.
No, so you were protecting them in a way by doing it when you did it.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people stay for various reasons, but a lot of the time it can be the security, the finances, the children. But for me, children are happy when their parents are happy.
Yeah.
And that I just had to stay with that thought and know I was making the right decision.
So obviously you said about moving into the, your dream home, building up to that. Are you still in that house, or did you have to then move start again?
Yeah. So sold the family home.
Yeah.
Which was really painful.
Yeah, I can imagine, because I think so that was your 4th house, and that's kind of that was what you were working towards.
Yeah.
And then I suppose it's just such a change, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's been really, really empowering.
I can imagine.
To sell that house, even though I didn't want to leave that house, I would have loved to have stayed there. I feel like houses are a little bit like chapters in your life. And when you move house, or you have a baby, or you do something big like that, you can close that chapter and then you can move into the next one.
Yeah.
So I've bought my first home by myself.
Well done.
First time living by myself. I mean, I'm having to, when you've been in a relationship for so long, you you just have roles, don't you?
Of course,
so
absolutely.
I'm now having to learn things and get used to doing things that weren't my role in that dynamic of running a house.
You have to do everything.
I have to put the bins out.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, I am the bin putter outer.
No,
but anything that comes to it that involves kind of finances, I let Danny like deal with that side of things because my brain does not work that way.
Same. Yeah.
I'm more practical, I would say.
I was like, I've got to get a mortgage.
Yeah.
I
mean, I think, I just don't know where I would start. So you obviously had to do all that. Was that a scary process?
It does feel scary.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it feels... I've learned that I've got a strength in me.
Yeah.
That I kind of knew was there, but it surprised me what I've been able to do.
Yeah.
And I get so many women messaging me since I've shared my journey, the fact that I'm getting divorced. And women pour their hearts out to me. And so many people say, I'm here, I know I'm not happy, I know it's not right, but I'm so scared to take that step. And I felt like that for so long.
What advice do you give the women that say that? Like, what would you say to them in that sense?
Obviously, I can only go off my experience, but I would say surround yourself with an amazing support circle.
Yeah.
Lean on them. You don't have to do it alone. It's not as scary. When you live in something, you can start to feel the edges of how it feels a little bit, if that makes sense. Like the thought of it, you can think all of these scenarios that are going to be very difficult, and they are. It is not easy. But when you're in it, and you've got your tribe of women. For me, it's my tribe of women. My mom is my best friend. I've got just the most amazing group of women around me.
Yeah. Strong women.
Yeah. And my boys, they're watching me, and you find a strength.
Yeah.
And you will be okay on that other side. And that's what I was so conflicted on when I was trying to make my decision. I just wanted someone to say, it is okay, you will be okay.
I think that's it. You do catastrophize things as well, don't you? Of like what it will be like on the other side. And as much as probably mentally it's going to impact you in a really positive way. Yeah. In terms of everything else, it's like, what about this? And what about getting a mortgage and being able to afford to do this, and how does my life change? Family holidays and things like that. How were the boys with it all? Did they kind of go with the flow?
They all reacted a little bit differently because they're all just different characters, different ages. Yeah. I've always been very open with them, and I wanted to just try my best to just guide them through it psychologically as best as I can. So I'm a big believer in therapy. That was another thing that just helped me over those 12 months. Is I'm really fortunate to be able to access that, but that'd be a huge piece of advice is to speak to someone neutral, because even though you've got your friends and family, they care about you and the kids, and they're just invested in a different way, and they're not neutral to the situation. So to sit with somebody, I almost feel like I go into my therapy session, and I'm usually quite good at like unpickling things in my own mind. But if I'm just stuck on something, it's like I go in, we get it out on the table, we line it all up, and it just makes sense. Yeah. And I definitely do that with the children. So I will go in and say, this is happening, or the children are moving in with their dad's new girlfriend, that kind of thing. And I think, how can I support them? Yeah. How can I guide them through it? So I just very much try, and we never get things perfect, but I just try as much as I can to always just look at the bigger picture for them. So they're doing really well. Yeah. They're adjusting. So we have the children 50-50. So they're usually 4 or 5 nights with me, 4 or 5 nights with dad. Yeah. Which works for their ages. they actually would prefer longer at each house.
Oh, okay, I see.
Because two of them being sort of, well, my oldest is a teenager, my middle one's about to go up to high school. They would prefer being in one place for a longer period of time. Because it's a bit of
a like, oh, gotta go
I've
back.
Got to move my Xbox.
Yeah, well, yeah. Do you know that's it? It's like, oh, I've got to unplug my Xbox, re-plug it in.
So for
never simple.
So for them, I think they would rather longer. But my youngest is only 7.
Yeah.
So at the moment, the 4 nights works. But I think, again, that will just adapt as they all get older.
Until next time, I'm Georgia Jones, and this has been Mum's the Word. And we'll be back with another episode, same time, same place, next week.